It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
You better watch out, you better not cry, and you better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is right here at the Laurel Mall, and that's where I am at, folks, at the Laurel Mall, and we're going to be talking to Santa Claus. He has letters from a lot of young children, and it's going to be interesting because Santa Claus is going to tell you some secrets. But before we go to Santa Claus, I want to talk to the marketing director here at the Laurel Mall. And first of all, congratulations to you, Rocco, and your wife, Lisa.
Thank you.
You have taken the Laurel Mall and you have actually turned this place around. It's exciting. It's just a wonderful asset to the greater Hazleton area.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. And we have a lot of work yet to do. We started out back in August with a vision on what we wanted to do at the Laurel Mall, and we're carrying out with our plan along with Lexington Realty International, and we're continuing to move forward.
One of the things that is exciting about the Laurel Mall is the fact that they employ a lot of local residents. And one of the other things that I notice as I come here, I see Helping Hands. I see a lot of organizations that the Laurel Mall just contributes with no cost to them to raise money.
That's correct. You know, the mall is open to all organizations, all nonprofits. We help American Red Cross. In fact, they'll be here again tomorrow with the signing of Christmas cards for our veterans and military. We have a Christmas tree with Americans. We just had Helping Hands here. They do promos. We just had the Cancer Society. Oh my God, we do a lot for the organizations, and we want to keep it that way because that's important for the greater Hazleton area.
Well, congratulations to you and Lexington and your wife, Lisa.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Now,
and, now
I have to talk to Santa Claus.
That's right. You talk to the important one of here at the Laurel Mall. Thank you again.
Rocco Russo, folks, he's the marketing manager. And now Santa Claus, I was talking to Santa Claus before, and we're going to find out a couple things about Santa Claus. Then we have some letters, okay? And remember, it's never too late to write those letters to Santa Claus, okay? We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with Santa Claus. So have you been naughty or have you been nice? Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show. If you've been naughty, we're going to talk to you a little bit. If you've been nice, well, you got it made. I'm here at the Laurel Mall, and I'm going to be talking now to Santa Claus. Santa Claus, first of all, thank you for having me here on your beautiful set that you have here at the Laurel Mall.
Well, ho, 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 Sam, and it's a pleasure to be here at the Laurel Mall with you today.
Santa Claus, you know, it always fascinates me. We talk about naughty and nice, but before we get to the naughty and nice kids, there are you have a lot of helpers, okay, that are, you see them all over the place. And how does that work? Because a lot of people, the real Santa Claus talking to you, you have a lot of helpers, don't you?
I have helpers all over the world, Sam, and there's a reason for that, because in order to deliver toys to children all over the world, I need all those helpers, and that's how I do it. Usually people ask me, Santa, how do you deliver toys all around the world to children? And that's the answer. So you gave the answer and then the question, Sam. Kind of like Jeopardy.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I'm glad to see in the North Pole you watch Jeopardy. Now, speaking of the North Pole, recently we had a couple of elves here, and they were talking to you. Now, tell me how does that work in the North Pole? I mean, you're busy all the time, and you have a lot of helpers. Mrs. Claus, does she help you and all of that stuff?
Well, some children get their orders in early, Sam, and we're working all year. But then, of course, when crunch time comes, it's like anything else. We have to rush to get all the toys finished for Christmas because of those last-minute orders. But we're getting better at it every year, and of course, we have computers now at the North Pole. It makes it much easier. We take letters from the children on email now. I had to send an elf to computer school just to learn computers. He doesn't make the toys anymore. He just works with the computers because we are in the computer age now, Sam.
Do you have a lot of elves working up there?
Oh, lots. We have elves at the North Pole. We have elves all over the world. A lot of them.
When you're talking about computers, I mean, a lot of you're going to read some letters, and some of the letters I saw, they're looking at iPhones and a lot of electronic merchandise. So do you have a special area at the North Pole that you just make electronics?
Yes, we have one section that we linked all that stuff because, we have assembly lines for a lot of things. But so we have to have the same things in the same places so that we can make them on an assembly line. And that's one of them, electronics.
All right, so at the North Pole, I mean, you're here at the Laurel Mall, and how much time will you spend here before you get back to the North Pole?
Well, we have limited time this year, Sam. We have a sign here at the stand, right as soon as you come up the elevator or the escalator here at the Laurel Mall. And you can see the beautiful fireplace behind us here. And I'm sitting here, and we're only here certain hours because we get very busy at this time at the North Pole. And what we try to do is we try to squeeze this in between everything else.
Now, Santa Claus, when you're up there in the North Pole, is it always cold?
Well, not all the time. Global warming does have, there is some truth to that.
Yeah.
Not so much up there, but it's not too bad.
Now, okay, let's talk about the reindeers, okay? And how do you take care of the reindeer?
Well, they kind of take care of themselves. We feed them and we take care of them. And when I come here to the Laurel Mall, I park them on the roof. But the kids say, well, I can't see them, Santa. I said, well, I can't park them by the glass because they break the glass. I have to park them where you can't see them. But they're up on the roof here, and they're up there, and they're eating their carrots and whatnot until I'm done, and then I get back in the sleigh and go back to the North Pole.
Now, before I get into asking you questions about, all the millions of children that you bring gifts to Christmas Eve, how's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
His nose is still red, and now he has little hoofs that light up red like these little kids' sneakers.
Oh, is that right?
He's lit up like a Christmas tree now.
Yeah. So you, when you're getting ready to deliver all the gifts, okay, and we're going to read some of the letters, just many of the millions of letters that Santa Claus gets. And again, as he said, you can certainly come up to the Laurel Mall and see Santa Claus before he flies back to the North Pole. The millions of how do you young people say, well, how does he handle, where does he put all these toys? You got millions of toys that you're carrying around.
Well, the workshop is big, Sam. It's a big workshop. I can't even tell you how big it is because, it's kind of like a long hallway and it just keeps going. And we make the toys in different sections, and then we get them all together in one place and we ship them out. And, we ship them we get them to the sleigh and then we ship them out.
Sometimes we were talking about, are you naughty or are you nice, okay? Sometimes little boys and girls have a tendency of, not being nice, and they're naughty. And sometimes their moms say, if you're not going to be nice, I'm going to tell Santa Claus, okay? Do you know when that happens? I mean, when the parents get upset and they say, I'm telling Santa Claus, and how many calls you get a year saying,
Well, I get quite a few, especially as it gets closer to Christmas, because the kids are being bad and the parents tell them, if you're not good, you're not going to have presents for Christmas from Santa. And Santa has to know that. So they call me and they tell me, and I tell the children, you have to be good, you have to listen to Mommy and Daddy, you have to respect them. You have to respect your teachers and listen to them. You have to be polite. You have to, when you're at supper, you ask to pass the butter. You're polite. You say thank you, and you just have good manners and be a good person all year. And you have nothing to worry about.
All right. Now there are some little boys and girls that have been a little naughty, and they're sorry for that. They know that they should have been polite and they should have listened to their mommy and their daddy. Now, is there any hope for these little naughty boys and girls who are going to say Santa and their mommy and their daddy or whomever and say, I'm sorry, I promise you I'll be nice? Is there any hope for them to get a gift?
Oh, sure there is, Sam. That they can always get better, and that's what Santa hopes. And that's why I don't hold it against them. If they can be good after being bad, then their bad is forgotten.
Well, that's a great thing. So therefore, you're a very forgiving Santa Claus. Okay. So Santa Claus, you've seen a lot in this world for many, many, many years. I remember when I was a little boy, and I heard you up on my roof, and I was so there's Santa Claus, and I heard the bells and the ding. Now the question is, how do you get in the chimneys? How do you go down the fireplaces? Don't you get burnt? You're a little, ho ho ho, a little belly. How does that work?
Well, Sam, to be perfectly honest, I can't go down every chimney anymore.
No?
Because they don't make the chimneys as wide as they used to.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes there's people don't get the chimneys clean and they're dirty, or the creosote in the chimney makes it narrower, and I got to come in the window.
Oh, okay. So now you have different entrance ways of coming in. Okay. And the magic that you have, Santa Claus, getting in these homes and making sure, that they get what they ask. Now, I know when you read the letters, not all the children get what they ask for. I guess not because they're bad, or not because they weren't being good. It's just that there's a limitation, I would think. Am I correct?
Well, Santa has a tow hitch on the sleigh, and I still can't carry everything. So we have to be a little bit. They have to ask what they really, really want, and then Mommy and Daddy pay for it, and Santa delivers it.
Now, that's a good thing. Now, okay, the other thing is, before we go to break and we start reading some letters we have here, and your address is Santa Claus, the North Pole, correct? I mean, or they could come here to the Laurel Mall and see you in person.
And we have a mailbox right outside the stand here.
I see it, yes, I see it.
And they could put their letter in there even if I'm not here, and I'll get it when I come back.
All right, now I know a letter, and there's one of the letters I see where people leave you goodies, Santa Claus. They leave you a cookie.
That's why Santa can't get down the chimney so easy. That's why, Sam.
So I remember leaving you, the cookies and the milk, and I would wake up in the morning and of course see the gifts, and I saw the crumbs you would leave on the dish. I mean, how do you eat all that stuff? I mean, doesn't it get to you after a while? I mean, I could see you got a little belly.
Well, we had to go to skim milk, Sam. Couldn't drink the regular anymore. Had to cut back somewhere. So we went to the skim milk, and we asked them when they make the cookies, they try to make them lean so Santa could fit down at least some of the chimneys anymore, that I don't have to come in the window on every house.
Now, a big question is this, Santa Claus. I believe in Santa Claus, and I'll always believe in Santa Claus. Because I think there's that special thing about Santa Claus, and the mystery, by seeing you in person. But what do you say to those people that have lost that Christmas spirit, Santa Claus, and, they don't believe in Santa Claus anymore?
Well, all I can say is, Sam, on Christmas morning, if there's presents under the tree, they have to believe. Somebody leaves them presents there. It had to be somebody, and that somebody is Santa Claus.
All right, now, with that being said, okay, we have always had in our family a tradition. Of course, we go to midnight mass, and then, of course, understanding in my way the true meaning of Christmas. We love you, Santa Claus, but the little baby Jesus is the reason for Christmas, okay?
And don't forget, I am St. Nicholas.
That's right. That's exactly right. And if you had to give a message, okay, to the young children and the parents and anybody, okay, what would you tell the world today?
I would say, Sam, that although the kids want stuff for Christmas and Santa brings it to them, that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is their mommy and their daddy and their brothers and sisters and their families, because Christmas is about family, and they have to make sure that they remember that their families are there to love them, and they have to love them back. Presents come and go, but families stay forever.
That's very, very, very true. Folks, I'm talking to Santa Claus, and I hope you're all nice, but even if you're naughty, it's a good opportunity for you to be nice. Now, Santa Claus gets a lot of letters, lots and lots of letters. We're going to read some of those letters, and we're going to tell you how he reacts to those letters right after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. I'm here at the Laurel Mall with Santa Claus. Remember, 24/7, you can watch us on ssptv.com. And remember, we're in high definition now for those of you who are watching in the Service Electric Cablevision area in the Greater Hazelton area, channel 513, as well as channel 13. Of course, Comcast in Pottsville still at 190, in Wilkes-Barre it's still at 92. All the other cable systems vary. But anyway, my email is sam@ssptv.com. We talked to Santa Claus, and if you missed the first part, I highly recommend go to our website, watch the Sam Lesante Show, or watch for the repeats. Santa Claus, as we mentioned before, these are just probably a couple of the millions of letters you get. Now, the question I want to ask you is this. Do you read every letter?
Yes, I do, Sam.
You do?
Absolutely.
Every letter. And that takes a lot of, and you delegate to the elves that, Okay, so when you get a letter, do you know if that little boy or girl or whomever, because you just heard an adult ask you for, Christmas wish, or do you know whether they've been naughty or nice?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
The parents tell me.
They do? Okay. So let's read a couple letters, okay?
Okay, the first one is from Emil. He said, I'm 9 years old. I live with my parents, brother and twin sisters, and I want for Christmas is 2 tickets to go to the Dominican Republic and 2 tickets to come back and an Xbox One and just some Air Hogs, Star Wars, Sky Viper, Lego DC, and Hot Wheels RC, Terrain Twisters, Lego City, Water Place, Dimension Starter Pack for Xbox 300, and a Samsung Galaxy 6. That's a long list, Sam.
Yes.
Long.
Now, what if this little boy?
Mm-hmm.
What if this little boy doesn't get, everything he asks for now? Because sometimes, they'll ask you for a lot of things. It doesn't mean he was naughty, right?
Mm-hmm. No. Well, for instance, he asked for the 2 tickets to go to he says DR on here, but he means Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And he wants to go see his family, so that'll give first priority.
Yes.
So we'll try to do that.
Oh, so you look at priorities when they come in. If you know you cannot give all the gifts, you look at what you think is the most important. So that's a good idea, boys and girls, when you're writing your request down, what you want for gifts from Santa Claus, put the most important ones up first, okay? And therefore, you may get those. You look at those first, right?
That's right.
Yeah. What do we have? Another letter here.
Okay, this one's from Melinda. She asks how I'm doing, and she wants My Little Pony and Monster High dolls. She said, I don't ask for much because I know you and your elves are very busy at this time of the year with all of the other kids asking for stuff for Christmas. Tell your reindeer I said hello. I can't wait for Christmas Eve to leave cookies and milk, again, skim milk, Sam, skim milk, out for you. I love you, and I also love Christmas, and I love you too, Melinda. And I am so excited when you come. I see you at the mall today, like we are here today. Thank you, Santa, for being a good person and keeping my Christmas spirit alive all year around. I try to write to you. I love you so much, Santa. I will let you go because you are getting busy with the toys and letters from all the kids.
Now, she said something in there that I think is really, really nice. I try to keep this Christmas spirit all year round.
That's very important, Sam, because Christmas spirit is, like I said, it's family. And family is the essence of Christmas. And family should be the essence of anybody's life, too. So that's why family is so important to Santa.
So when you're keeping that Christmas spirit alive, it's a good feeling, because around Christmas time everyone's feeling better, even though they may not get all the gifts that they want. It's still a good opportunity keeping the Christmas spirit. All right.
Well, not only that, but if you shop year round, you won't be rushing at the end. And Santa likes to get the letters early so we can get working on stuff in January and February when we're very slow.
Yeah. Another letter.
Okay, this is Haley. Haley has 24 things on here. I'm not going to read them all, Sam. She's very, very busy.
Haley is pretty aggressive here, isn't she?
And Haley also, she didn't write her letter out. She typed it on the computer so Santa could understand it, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Grace American Girl doll, Julie American Girl doll, Grace's Paris accessories, soccer outfit for an 18-inch doll, pedals and plaid PJs for Doll and me. And then she has a bunch of Legos on here. She has some Star Wars Yoda head shirt, Minion shirt, she likes clothes, cocoon, fur bean bag chair in pink, okay, light up water speakers, Under Armour stuff, Nike stuff, Warhead stuff, board games, DVDs, a Sharpie set, and sneakers. Sharpies they use for autographs.
Now, Santa Claus, we talked about technology, and we talked about when you're reading what these young boys and girls want today. When I was when I was small and writing the Santa Claus, I was asking for a truck. I was asking for something that a trailer, one of those trailers. So the difference in gifts that you have to make, you've seen some great changes, haven't you?
Santa had to send the elves out to get trained to make these things. Making trucks and cars was easy.
Yeah.
Now there's technology involved, and you have to be at the cutting edge of technology in order to be Santa Claus in the North.
Wow, that's interesting. Who else we have here?
Well, we have Vanessa. Vanessa's a little shorter. She's only 12. Mini stuff, princess stuff, dress-up stuff, puzzles, hair pretties, pajamas, shoes, clothes, blocks, coloring books and crayons, new toy box, and bath toys. Okay?
That's terrific.
Now, let's see what else we have here.
Now, before you do that, okay, I'm going to tell I forgot to mention you, Santa Claus. We have a couple little young children here that I want to talk to and ask them what they want for Christmas.
Okay.
We're going to take a short break, come back, and we're going to talk to these young children, okay? Stay with us. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. I'm talking to Santa Claus up here at the Laurel Mall, and guess what? While we were talking, all these beautiful young children came around. Let's find out who they are, what their name is. What's your name?
Ian.
Ian, and how old are you?
8.
8, okay. And what is your name?
Jackson.
And how old are you?
4
fingers, okay. And how old, what's your name?
Kara.
And how old are you? 3 fingers, okay. You want to come, what's your name?
Landon.
And how old are you?
6.
6. And your name? Nicole.
Nicole.
I knew it was Nicole. How old are you?
4.
4.
Michaela, I'm 7 years old.
There you go. And
Jaden, I'm 6.
my question to all of you is this. Have you been good?
Yes.
I didn't hear that. Have you been good? Yes. Okay. And did you put your request in for what you want from Santa Claus?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you ask for?
Shopkins.
Yeah. And what did you ask for?
Shotgun.
And what did you ask for?
A stuffed animal, Santa Claus.
Okay. And what do you want for Christmas?
I like that. I have for Christmas as a candy cane.
Okay. We got another little girl. We got all these kids coming. What's your name?
Happy Pearl.
What's your name, honey?
Happy Pearl.
And how old are you?
3.
3. And what do you want from Santa Claus?
A turtle.
A turtle? A live turtle? Okay. And what do you want from Santa Claus?
A turtle thing and a bat cave.
And a bat cave. Okay. And what do you want from him?
Video games.
A video game. Now, I want you I want you all to know something. I want you all to know that, Santa Claus is right here. And, Santa Claus, you already know what they want, don't you?
Yep. Got their letters if they sent them out or emailed them to me, yeah.
Now, let me ask you something, Santa Claus. Have they been good?
Oh, yeah.
Have you all been good?
Yes.
Okay. And now, Santa Claus said, when you leave him cookies, he wants skim milk. He doesn't want the full milk because he's getting a little heavy. You want any questions you want to ask Santa Claus? Well, what do you want to ask Santa Claus? No questions? No, any questions you want to ask Santa Claus? He knows that you've been good. You haven't been naughty, right? Okay. And you're all excited about Santa Claus?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited about Santa Claus. Yeah. Now, how many of you try to stay up at night to see if he comes down? Do you? Yeah. Do you leave him cookie, or what do you leave him? Do you leave him anything?
Cookies.
Cookies?
Baby
Yeah.
gingerbreads.
Oh, you like gingerbread?
They're okay.
They're okay. Now, you understand Santa Claus is getting a little heavy, so we got to watch the weight a little bit. Santa Claus, so what were you going to tell all these beautiful boys and girls?
Well, first of all, I have a question, Sam.
Yeah.
Does anybody here know what they want to be when they grow up?
Maybe a cheerleader teacher.
A cheerleader teacher.
That's interesting.
What do you
Okay.
want to be when you grow up?
Army.
You want to go to the Army? Well, good for you.
Okay.
Okay. And when I ask Santa Claus, does anyone else know what they want to be when they grow up? Huh? What do you want to be?
Basketball legend.
A basketball legend. See, he wants to be a basketball legend. Okay.
Most of all, Sam, this year, veterinarian leads the parade in what kids want to be when they grow up. And Santa even got phlebotomist this year.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, they're big words, okay?
Yep.
So, well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. If you continue to be good, and I love your scarves, they're so nice, okay? And you're all dressed so nice. I'm going to tell you that Santa Claus said that he will definitely give you what you want. Maybe not all the things, but some of the things they'll get, won't they, Santa Claus?
Sure.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to ask Santa Claus? No, but we're all good, and we're all. Yes. You have any? Is this your brother?
Yes.
You have any other brothers or sisters?
Coming.
Coming. Oh, coming soon. Okay, in a theater near you. Okay. And you have any brothers or sisters? Yeah. Who do you have? Brother or sister? A brother. What do you have?
2 sisters.
2 sisters. And do you have a brother or sister? No. Okay. How about you? No. I thought you 2 were sisters. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I asked if you have a sister, and you said no, and she's sitting right next to you. Santa Claus, what do you think about that?
I think she thought you meant that wasn't here, Sam.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, I mean right here. Okay. I just want to make sure that you know that they're right here. Well, Santa Claus, anything you want to say in closing before we let all these great little boys and girls go?
Well, don't just be good at Christmas, be good all year. And listen to Mommy and Daddy, and respect them and your teachers, and do your homework. And Christmas morning, you'll all be happy.
There you go. All right. Well, we want to say thank you to Santa Claus?
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on, okay? I just want to talk to Santa Claus privately now because I have to ask him for my gifts, and I don't want anyone to know what I want, okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Well, anyway, Santa Claus, just one of many nice young boys and girls, and they all seem to be nice. They were not naughty. Once again, we want to thank you for taking the time out. And, you know, it's amazing, still amazing to me how you could take care of all of these young children, give them almost what they want. But the most important thing is, well, again,
Family.
family. And listening to your
Just like
parents.
the family of volunteers that help Santa Claus every year make and deliver all those Christmas presents all over the world.
Well, we wish you continued health and
Thank you.
success.
And you too, Sam.
Thank you. And don't forget my special gift. We talked about it before the show.
Sam, I don't think I can give you a TV station of your own. I've looked into it and I just can't find a license anywhere.
Find it, okay. All right, well, we're with Santa Claus at the Laurel Mall. And folks, if you get a chance, come up to the Laurel Mall and see Santa Claus for yourself. And tell him what you want. Remember, even if you were a little naughty, you can still be nice. And remember what Santa Claus said, it's the Christmas spirit, it's the family that it's all about. And remember little baby Jesus. That's what the whole spirit of Christmas is all about. We'll see you next time.